am I just wanting to go on this date because like I want to feel special on that day? And if yes, if that's the truth, then I would rather spend that day either, as Ali said before, either pampering myself and taking myself out, or having like a Valentine's Day with my girls where I can dress up, look cute, buy each other presents and go on a date. Whereas going to someone that you're familiar with because he's your male friend and he's initiating this thing, um, and what's going to happen, because the moment you go, I feel like the moment you go on that date, like your friendship is changed. It's going to be different.
And one of my friends said, like, going on a Valentine's Day date, that seems a little thirsty, especially if you haven't been on any other dates before with him.
No, there's a TikTok. There was a girl. She was like, I mean, obviously, I don't believe everything on TikTok, but she was saying it was very realistic. She was like, as soon as like you tell your best friends or your close friends or your homegirls, oh girl, I've been seeing this guy. Oh my god, he does this, he does this. Oh my god, he treats me so well. He wants to take me out, blah blah. And the girl, your homegirls, will go, oh, girl, just wait until you find out he has 3 kids. Just wait until you find out he ain't shit. Just find out until he can't pay for dinner. Just find out. And it was just like, that's so true. Like, because you, I mean, obviously, we're not your homegirls, but when it comes to close friends, if you find solid, that English, oh my God, has just become so weak. If
English
you
is
find
better.
comfort, if you find comfort in that relationship, or if you find
Solidarity.
comfort in that friendship, yes, but I'm not gonna say it anymore. If you find comfort in that situation, if you find comfort in him in general, I don't think it's good for you to go to your homegirls and ask for advice unless he's a toxic person, and then you need other people to advise you. Otherwise, like I said, you already know what to do. You already have your own mind set up. You just want people to. That I hope it doesn't sound wrong. You just want us to validate, like
Yeah, it
what
is
you're
what it
feeling.
is.
Yeah, so you want us to already do that. Where if you tell your homegirls, they're just gonna, or your best friends, they're just gonna put all these negative thoughts, and that's not your life. Is not their life. They're gonna give you examples and perspectives and advice from their side, and their side could be negative. You don't know. So just like what Jay was saying, weigh those questions, weigh it out. What do you value most in your relationship or in your friendship? And if you find that your friendship is worth more, then don't go on the date. But if you find that,
I would say
look,
honesty.
we haven't really been single, and I've liked you for a while, he's liked me for a while, but we just never got the option to be single. I really want to try it out, then try it out. But write these questions down or think about it, and then weigh those things out for yourself. But don't those homegirls, don't tell them.
I feel like I
I'm
am
sorry.
so
Don't tell them.
still.
Don't tell them.
No, no, I won't, obviously. But I feel like I'm still so immature in terms of like dating men. If I was younger, when I was younger, I should say, let's say 5 years ago when I was 18, I would have chose this man
5 years ago
due
when
to
you were
like
18.
superficials. Huh?
5 years ago when you were 18, girl. The
What
math.
happened?
Okay. You're still a baby girl then. If 5 years ago you were 18, you're still a
Yes,
baby
I'm
girl.
23 now.
Yeah, so you're still a baby girl. Oh my God.
Well, but you see what I'm saying though? Like the teenage
Yes.
me would have
Yeah.
picked him
You're
because
still
of
a
his
baby
looks
girl.
and how he dresses and all that stuff, not what he really brings to the table. And now I feel like I'm a little older. I feel like I'm more wiser a little bit, but still I'm very immature when it comes to like I'm not ready for marriage.
Yeah.
At
And you
least
know
not
what? The fact
anymore.
that you said your age, I
Yeah.
know like age is not such a big thing, but it does play a big role. The fact that you said your age, yes, I can
Yeah.
support that. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like I'm
you're,
not
you're,
young anymore, so
you're,
I know I need to.
you're a baby girl. If you're still ignorant to the dating life, nah, that's very valid because you're still a baby girl. That's very much valid.
So, but it's just like I don't know, Ali.
Explore. After you said your age, I would
Or
just suggest
honestly.
what JW said. Explore. If it doesn't work out, you can find a new best friend. To be
Yep.
honest,
And mind
the
you, I feel
friends they
like
come and go.
sometimes the
They
best
come and go.
relationships are found through friendship. Like I met my previous partner and we were friends for years, and when we gave it a go, and we ended up dating for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And even though we broke up, we're still close friends. It didn't really change our
Okay, so that
friendship.
didn't change your friendship.
And the same with
Didn't
my
make it
situation as
awkward
well.
though?
No, it
For
wasn't awkward because I feel like I've known him my whole life. Like he's literally my friend. Even though I understand the relationship didn't work out, but I felt like I still gained a friendship. Like because we were friends before we dated, and we were friends after we broke up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I can testify. I can honestly, like, the reason why I was giving you all this harsh advice was because I thought you were, because everybody is here of like similar age ish. I thought
Yeah.
you were like in your late 20s, so that's why I was giving that harsh womanly advice. But the same with
I need that
JW.
though. I
I
need
dated
that.
my best friend. No, it's different when you're young compared to like when you're at this age. I know it sounds weird, but it's like what JW said. My first boyfriend was my best friend, and even till this day we like, I could literally, I would I've done embarrassing things, but like my best, because we were best friends and then we've dated and now it didn't work out, we still have this like respectful relationship ish. It's like I can like right now if I wanted to I could call him and he'd be like, we just have a conversation, and even knowing that he has a girlfriend, I'd be like, oh, what's that girl's name? And you're like, oh, Sally, you know her name. And like we still have that friendship. And if that's the age group you're in, I would suggest exploring that, because at the end of the day, if that's your best friend, you'll still remain best friends. I assumed you were in your late 20s. So that's why I was like,
Can I
don't bother with the best friends at your late 20s, because that man ain't it.
can I say something? Oh my goodness, did am I the only one that had a different experience? So my first boyfriend partner was someone that was my best friend as well. But
No
guess what?
way.
The way that we were best
All
friends,
three of
like
us, we need to get each other's number and just
just
FaceTime.
I know, but the thing is, I had a different ending towards compared to the both of you. So we were so close. Like the way that he used to be there for me when I was his friend during the relationship, he was treating me like his homeboy. You know, wasn't prioritizing me, wasn't being a partner. And then towards the end of our relationship, and that's like I said, that's my first boyfriend, first kiss, first everything. It was like we ended up almost like hating each other. We had to like, and it was really hard because we were in the same friendship group, so we had a lot of mutual friends, and we would go to friends' birthdays. I remember the first time going to a mutual friend's birthday, and we had to like, we had, removed each other from social media. I had to text him and be like, hey, like, we're coming to this is our friend, we love this person, and we're going to celebrate, and like, no drama, I'm not going to speak to you, you don't speak to me, you know. And that took like 2 years for us to move on from that disappointment and how much hurt that we cause each other from being best friends. And for me as a woman, like, I was expecting, this is my best friend, he knows me, he knows me so much, he's going to be an amazing partner because he knows me inside and out. But guess what? Like, it actually turned out to be detrimental to our relationship, our friendship. And then after we, decided to end things, we were unable to even like, we couldn't stand each other. I was very hurt, and he just couldn't understand why I was so hurt. And we had to take like 2 years not speaking to each other. And now when we see each other, it's just, hey, hey, bye. So I don't, and I lost my friend, like, in through it all, I lost my best friend, someone who was my friend for like 2, 3 years.
Yeah, that happens too. Because
Mm.
like I said, oh, I can relate to everybody and anybody, because so this is the best friend that I had when I was in my teens. The one I had like early in my teens, like we will. That's when you can say we've known each other for like 5 years. Even like his older sister and like my auntie, like they were best friends. Like to the point like we were so close that he would call my mom. That relationship, we were so close, but then and we built a relationship. So 5 years we've known each other. We dated for 2 years, and then but those 2 years we've never had like sexual encounters. So it's always been, I don't know, because I was still quite young, so it was like we would kiss and do everything else besides like the physical thing. And then when we did do the physical thing, it was so weird and so awkward that we never we till this day we haven't spoken about it. That's how weird it was. And so that's our first best friend. But the second best friend, I don't know if it's like an emotional or like a spiritual thing, but like we just have like this, or for me, my aspect, we just had like this like strong connection where it was just like
Ay,
I
ay.
can tell you everything and anything, and we're just like
You know, ladies, I just been thinking about
compatible.
something right now. This is it's so cool that you guys just met like this on live and shared some really great experiences. I feel like with Miss Joy sitting in the middle, and then there's one person comes at the side of her ear is an angel and telling her, "Don't do it, do it, do it." Another person coming to the side is a devil, do it, do it. Then one person came from the future. You know what happened to me? The future Joy came and said something. If you do it, that could happen. That's why I kind of felt like it's pretty amazing.
It's
But
good
it's good
to
to have different
we have
advice.
our own communication. Like Joy understands. We can go up, down, future, past, present. She would know.
At the end of the day, she'll make her own decision.
Uh huh.
What we'll say probably won't even affect her decision.
Something quickly, Joy, like we said before, we're a little bit older than you, and I think my biggest piece of advice for you is trust yourself. You know, trust what you feel, trust how your intuition is guiding you, and whatever that's meant, like whatever that feels right to you, do that. You know, don't seek someone else to give you that validation.
Yeah. Trust in your decision as well. Say something, make a decision, and stand on it. Even if it is a wrong decision, stand on it and just move on.
End of the day, you can own it. You can say, you can be proud that you made that decision, not that your friends, kind of pressured you to it, or not that some random people that you met on TikTok live, gave you their personal advice. So I think you can own your decision once you feel comfortable that you made it.
Yeah. Sorry, Miss Dickens. In case you have something to say, we took over.
No, it's all good. Miss Joy,
Yes.
um, why have you been single for a year? You don't have to answer that here.
Um, my previous relationship, it's gonna sound really messy, but it is what it is.
No, that's it. That's all. It was messy.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, this friend of yours, his relationships that he's been in, are they messy or not messy?
Only one of them was messy out of the three girls that he dated, yeah.
Okay. Do you value his friendship or not?
I do. I literally talk to this man about everything. And we laugh so much, but
Okay. And then I noticed you mentioned something about a lot of the things you mentioned earlier were very physical. If I could remember, one was something to do with seeing him coming out of the shower or something.
yes, the look,
And
unfortunately.
then I don't know who were you talking to earlier when you were saying about missing that
It was DW,
the intimacy.
or was it Ali? It was the ladies, yes. Mhm.
Okay. So basically, what it's sounding like one of those.
Urges. Don't say it.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my
Yes.
God.
Yes, my friend. I'm so
It's not
sorry.
an itch. I swear it's not an itch. It's not an
I'm so sorry.
You, I'm going
Damn.
through the same thing, Miss Joy.
I.
I feel like this advice kind of helped me as well.
Are we pathetic for that though?
Yeah, sorry, I left for
It's
like
human
3 seconds
nature. It's
and I'm
human
hearing
nature.
you. Sorry.
Sorry.
So can you guys repeat that, please? I just left for like 2 seconds.
Apparently, she's just having one of them urges.
Yes, and Valentine's is coming up.
Yep,
Ah,
Valentine's around the corner.
Oh, okay.
I'm not horny. I am not horny. I'm not horny.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so
But
sorry.
honestly, thank you, Miss Joy. I don't know. I feel like I needed that advice too.
He be popping up in my dreams too. Oh no.
Yeah, you better rebuke him.
Sorry, he popped up in your dreams?
That's scary.
Is that what I heard? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do investigation
Yeah, that's
and
what she said.
He has
okay.
came into one of my dreams, and it was a long session of making out.
No
Yes.
way.
When I say I only left for 2 seconds, I left for 2 seconds and I missed all that. Like, okay, let's
So many
okay,
things happened
continue.
in that
I'll
two
stay
Wait,
on. I'll
y'all
seconds.
made out
continue.
in your dreams?
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. Y'all made out in your dreams?
Um,
Girl,
maybe.
you better get off right now. Go and pray.
I know,
And
right? I
cut it.
need
Cut it
Jesus.
off right now.
Oh my God. I need help.
No, honesty. Because that's how he's got you
Maybe
covered.
he's having an itch too, because every time I walk by him, he always look at my nyash.
He's thinking about you, and he's very smart. He's very strategic. This guy.
I
I
don't
And
want
would
when
to.
I
have.
do something low, like a cleavage, he won't even look at me in the eyes. He's like,
I don't want
mama.
to interrupt your conversations, but there was three brains here, and the things that came out of you, Joya, the three of us couldn't even get it out of you. What? He was looking at your nyash.
Uh, yeah, Thickums and I, we got,
Okay. We should. Okay.
but yes, when we hang out,
Okay.
and I'm like, when you bend over and like a guy's checking
No,
you
no, no,
out.
no, no, no. Because we didn't hear all that before. Okay.
Oh, well,
We
We
didn't hear all
heard
yes,
the
that.
you
innocent
can feel it in
side of
the
the story.
But now
atmosphere.
it's truly after dark. Okay.
She's right though. It really is an itch. Damn.
At least if you're trying to smash.
Which I'm sure you're not trying to, because you're
I'm
not trying
not.
to.
No, I need to pray. That's what I need to do. Well, I
And you
think
gotta avoid him. You gotta avoid him for this whole month. By the way,
the sexual tension is too high. Why
it's
is
too strong.
Janu?
But guys,
It's
why
really
do us women deny ourselves? Niggas do all this. Let's have things all the time.
I was gonna cover the
why?
same thing. I was gonna say why would she deny herself of or rob herself of happiness and pleasure? She's been dreaming.
Because she
She's
still
been
hasn't
itching
healed.
thickums.
She still hasn't healed, and then that's gonna add more problems on top of that wound that she is trying to heal.
Or be like me, just go
Very
back to
tough.
your ex.
No, no, don't go back to the ex now. Don't do that. But
No,
that's
just
tough.
Oh,
just to
never,
scratch your itch.
ever. Oh my gosh, that man. Mm-mm.
Nah.
If it was
But
possible for me to hate all men, I would.
like thickums, like maybe my brain is like romantic novel. They're best friends. Okay, picture this. They're best friends. They have each other's like they go to each other's houses. She's now walked on. She's opened the door. He's just come out of the shower, towel wrapping around him. They've made eye contact. It's like, oh, her her thing is tingling. Oof. Okay, nah. And she's saying, be demure. That's your best friend.
It's giving lusty.
Be demure. That's your best friend. And then he's like, I'm single. You're single. Like, I've been taking an interest in you for a while. I understand you've only been single for a year, but I would love to take care of this.
That's how the conversation goes in
I,
your
I
head.
don't I don't even want you to be alone. Okay.
Ah,
And while she's walking around, bouncing up in the kitchen, trying to help him cook, he's looking at her nyash. Thickums. That's like I'm not sure if I'm a sexual being, but I'm just saying, just
Hence to why I asked her how much does she value the friendship,
that's a
because
great.
after that, that
Mm,
friendship is gone.
yeah, and that's what I was saying. It's a decision,
we
like,
told her the same things, Thickums.
No, but
If I was her, I wouldn't really care about the friendship.
But
no, but
she said she's feeling tingling, like if you're
I,
feeling
I,
tingling,
I,
you're
I never
that
said I
can
was
be
feeling
fixed.
tingly.
okay. Sorry.
I don't feel. I mean, I don't. Mm.
That tingly can be fixed without going near him.
hmm And also, can I just say,
Just
quick
end the
question.
conversation. It's
No,
it's
if he
okay.
okay, has he ever shown interest in you before now?
It has been hints, but it has not been like a full on. I want to take you on a date, Valentine's Day. If that's okay with you. I have a few places in mind. Yada yada.
Was it Jay that asked the question?
Yeah, it was me
Sorry,
because
I
I
don't want
think
to be. I don't want to be so rude, but we were talking to her for like a good 30 an hour, and we didn't get nowhere. Thickums is getting somewhere, and she's asking all the right questions, and we're hearing new answers. So,
We can end
but
it. We can end it.
no,
It
no, no,
don't
no, no,
have.
no. No, Thickums was doing her thing.
But you ladies put out like a lot, like by everything you guys were saying and questioning her. That's how I saw that whole blueprint of it's just lust.
Is it last? Oh yeah, just was it
Just
last?
laugh.
the questions, Miss Joy, I was just trying to, I guess, get you to think about it from what you really want, and I think you can choose if you want. If you don't, if the friendship to you is not that meaningful, then yeah, why not go and have a good time, have a good date, and get yourself satisfied. But I think if you value that person as your friend, and that's what I was saying before, the moment you go on that date, personally, the way I look at it is your friendship relationship is going to be different. And I know we didn't probably get the same things out of you as Miss Thickums did. But yeah, that's sorry if I offended anyone. I was just trying to
No, your
maybe.
No, no,
questions
no,
your
no, no. I
questions
didn't,
made her think properly.
and I wasn't trying to offend you either. Too. I wasn't. It's just because she was answering the questions and she was giving us new information. So I was like, okay, maybe Thickums is getting through to her. I didn't mean to offend
No,
anyone.
it's always when people ask different questions, then the person thinks and is able to answer and like comprehend from another perspective. So each
Hmm.
way you guys asked her, you guys unlocked her brain in different directions.
Hopefully, we'll help you make that decision.
Y'all really helped her.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, Miss Love.
Because
I'm
2 days
glad you're open.
on the 14th of February, she'll be in that man's bed,
Yeah, share with us. Let
telling
us know
us,
what happened.
"Hey."
Yes, I'm gonna be dressing up, little cute, but I really think I'm gonna continue with my self care
Do you know?
day.
I really hope so,
I was
and
Yes.
happy
I
about
really
that.
believe, and I've said it, and I think Tinkham said it as well. 1 year is not enough. I feel like you deserve time for
I do
yourself.
need healing. I'm not gonna
Valentine's Day,
lie.
make it for yourself. Go for a long massage. Like you've got say February, like 14 days. That's 2 weeks. So you have enough money to at least save up for like a long, nice massage on that day. Like get your nails done. Leave your nails to curl. Leave everything to curl. Everything go to waste, and just on that day, make it by yourself because when everything is a mess, you're not worried about, oh, I need to go see this man. No, my bush is bushing, my armpits are bushing. I need to go get a wax. I need a Brazilian. I need my nails done. I need my toes done. I need my hair done. By the time you get all that done and you get your massage, it's already at least
Over.
5 p.m. and you're tired. You're like, you know what, let me go see my girls. Let me go see my mom. Let me go see my sister. And to be honest, that's for me, I feel like that's what you need to do. Then again, I've
Yeah,
been
that's what she had planned, and then this one came as a distraction.
It
yeah.
is a disappointment.
Do you know there's God and there's a demon? I'm not saying he's the demon, but I'm just saying.
Your
Man,
timing
say
is
it like it is.
so
I'm
Change
wrong.
it.
just saying. If God put that plan in your mind first before Him, that's the plan you should go with.
You're
And
funny,
if I'm
Annie.
if I'm sounding passionate, I'm just joking. I'm not really, but
No, but you're
I
right though.
really
It
mean it.
is
I really mean
definitely
it.
right.
I'm not sounding aggressive. I just be loud for sometimes for some
No,
reason.
you're good.
Hands of demons.
No, but for
I
real,
feel like that
if
1 year
God put
mark.
that if God put that in your mind first, go through with it. That second plan, it's not worth it. I'm telling you. And if you do choose that second plan, God forbid, but you're gonna receive the worst heartbreak of your life. I'm just saying.
And someone told you earlier that if he really wanted to, he would wait till after and still ask you. Was it
Yeah,
Jay?
I think it was Ali or
It
Jay.
was me. Yeah. Cause I yeah. Can we Miss Joyo, the advice I was giving you, because I thought you like around my age. That's why I was being very harsh. Maybe now I need to be very extra harsh. Please
But I
don't do
think the
it.
advice you gave was really good.
But now I'm gonna reinforce it. Please don't do it. Put yourself first.
Well,
And
you've been contradicting yourself, but I hear you.
No, I think I was the one that was like, go for
Oh,
it.
I think we
but
all sound
thank
alike.
you.
Yeah,
I'm not
probably.
contradicting myself. I've been saying the same thing.
Yeah, it was me that was saying the opposite because I'm the type of person, I live, just go with the flow. Whatever
That's what I
happens,
was
happens.
thinking, JW. Like I usually go with the present and the flow, like you said, but there's no going back.
And
If
things
if I want to
things
be,
happen for a reason. I'm that type of person. I don't really think deep when it comes to things like that.
She's
I
like,
ask your
she takes
opinion.
things deep and she like feels deeply.
Oh
So
yeah,
this one's gonna
then
affect her more.
yeah, nah.
Oh
See,
yeah,
but
empathetic. I
we
know.
didn't know that
But
information before. That's why we were talking anyway, anyhow. But now that we know
yeah,
that, that's why I was saying really, and I'm not contradicting myself. I've said it earlier, and I'm saying it now. 1 year is not enough for you to heal. I didn't say those words because I don't want to trigger people, but 1 year is just not enough in general. You need
Yes,
you
it's
need to
not.
you need to be able to sit with yourself.
But it feels like it's been forever.
It
I get
does
where
feel
Miss
like
I
it
feel
Joy's
like there's
because
coming
something
from.
wrong
you've
because
always been in a relationship. That's why I said take time for yourself. Take time to know who you are. I said that at the
But
beginning.
I feel like after the 1 year mark, you're just like, oh my God, like let me do something.
Nah, I'm telling you, and like that's why like I'm very like I try to like soften the words that I say because I have honestly, Doyo, I've been single for like 6 years, and when I say
wow.
6 years,
That's a long time.
and not 6 years as in like I haven't slept with anybody. I have
Ah, okay.
means like I've seen guys for like 3 months, 2 months,
Hmm.
1 month, but I haven't had a solid relationship in that 6 years. So I and I do know what I'm talking about. Like the first few years, the first maybe year, even with my own baby father, like it was really difficult. I'm like, "Oh, but I want him. But what if I just give him one child? What if I just do this? What if I just? I'm like, but what? But it's like, no. Is he treating you any better? If you weren't in this position, would he do this? If he would like the same thing that we're asking you, like if he was in a different position, would he still offer you that? So it's all about literally just the questions, answer it yourself, and what you value most. So this is your best friend, you say, okay? What do you value most in that friendship? Do you value if you were to go on a date and the date doesn't go well and it was to crumble, would you be okay with that? And if you were, take JW's advice. I'm not trying to offend you, but do that. Then go on the date, sleep with him, or go have fun. Doesn't matter if you sleep with him or not. Just go have fun, do whatever. And if the friendship crumbles the next day, you've already decided that if it did crumble, I would be okay. So then you'd be fine. But if you wanted to go further than that, at this stage, 1 year is not enough for you to hear like what Thickums are saying. You need a good solid year to heal, or maybe 2 years, sorry, to just really fix this up
I'm just
and
gonna
like
scratch
heal.
that itch with something else, like Miss Thickum said earlier. Yeah, and
Because he
save
would
the
wait for
friendship.
you. If you tell him right now, let's just say his name is Joseph. You say, look, Joseph, like I'm so flattered that you've asked me this Valentine's Day to go out with you. At this moment, I'm not in the best state to be even dating. It's nothing against you, whatever. He would, and if he really loved you, if he really like liked you the way you think he likes you, he would say, Joyo, I understand. Or Miss Joyo, I really understand. Okay, take the time in the
My name
world.
is Adut.
And and he would even like at
Adut.
least minimum 6 months. He would give you 6 months, and then he would holler again in a romantic way, be like, "Can I take you out for dinner? Like, are you okay? Can I do this? Can I do that?" And then he would slowly win himself over, like because men are really good at squeezing themselves into your life.
He's the son of the demon. He's not going to understand. He's
And
going to try to urge her and divert her to still think about it and say yes.
but we have to what do they call it? Lawyer mark. We have to do it slowly. I don't know this man, so I'm not trying to give harsh advice, but yeah. To be honest, please, please don't do it.
Wow.
Miss Joy, if you think this test is hard, wait for the next one. That one's
What do
gonna
you
be
mean the next
that
one?
one's gonna be worse.
Yeah, the next one.
Oh
Ah,
God.
Think of let us know, because what are you hiding that we
but
don't know?
y'all don't find that when you guys are like on your healing journey and like self development.
It depends, because that's
The
I can tell you from my
distraction,
experience,
right?
and you let me know if it's wrong or right. So when I didn't want my baby daddy, he wanted me more, and I was like, is that the one?
No, that
That's
was just
different.
another story. But the one I'm talking about is like you're healing, you're on your way, you're working on yourself, you're minding your own business. Then, pop, here's a distraction. Let's see if you've learned all your lessons. And then if you do succeed and you pass, then again later on you're continuing. Pop, here's another distraction, and that one is way hotter and way finer and way smarter than the previous one.
But
So each time they get better and better, and what? Then you just sit there and you're like, what do you want from me?
Thickums, mine's the same, but he just gets smarter and smarter with his lies. That's why I brought that example.
Your baby daddy?
Yeah,
How many years
the
have you guys
same. The
been
way you're
apart?
describing it is we've been apart.
Mm.
We've been apart since my son was 1, but only because like the same description you were describing. So when I was pregnant, so we were dating, and then I got pregnant.
How old is your son now?
He's turning 7.
My friend, learn your lesson
No,
and
no, I
leave
have.
him
That's
alone.
what I was describing. That's what I look like. I'll quickly say it, and then yeah. So look. So when so we were together, and then we broke up, and then I found out I was pregnant. So then we tried to work it out when I was pregnant, but it didn't work out. And then he was like doing nonsense with women, and I was like, okay, nah, I can't. And during my pregnancy as well, we were separated, and he was doing nonsense with women. And then I let him be, and then I gave birth to my child, and he was there at the hospital. He broke up with the women that he was with. He's like, nah, I want my family. So I'm like, okay. I was 21. I said, okay, let's fix it. We tried to fix it. 1 month later, boom, with another woman. I said, nah, this is crazy. Went another year. I said, okay, let's try to fix it. No, boom, another woman. I said, okay. And then by the time I was 24, I was like, okay, this man, I don't think he's going to change. All the promises and all the fixing that he's been telling me is not going to work out. And like, that's when even like still working with God and saying, okay, if this is not for me, da da da. But then in my delusional mind, I'm like, okay, God, you're bringing him back to me, so that means da 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 da. No, now
Yeah,
that I'm old, now that I'm
you
old
sound
enough,
like a similar case to me.
so now that I'm like, I stopped when I was 25, and then I was like, hey, God, now I understand what you're trying to tell me. The fact that I keep going back to him shows that I'm weak. But the when I do ignore him and I do not listen to him and the lies that he keeps bringing, the stronger I get. And when I tell you, I swear to God, Thickums, this age, this 20, I was 27, but now I'm 28. This 20 age, I'm so strong that I could care less if he pays child support, if he calls, if he doesn't call. I could care less. That's the strongest I've ever been. And that's the test that I was saying. Is that what it is? Because when you
It didn't show
ignore,
that you were
let's say the
weak, Ali.
devil, no,
You
but
were
I'm
not
saying like
weak.
when but like if let's say like because for me I thought it was like God bringing it, but no, it was showing that it was the devil bringing it. If I was to even click from the beginning, it was like the devil, and I was able to ignore that for a long time, I would have even been stronger. It wouldn't have to take me, excuse me, it wouldn't have to take me 4 years to build this strength. It would have taken me 2 years if I was to just trust in God and for him to show me that, okay, yeah, no, this is wrong. But for me, I'm just assuming that it was God, but it was like the devil, for example. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't God, it was the devil, but you were not weak. You just chose to not choose yourself and love and love yourself more. So each time he came and damaged you and left, you would make a promise to yourself that you're going to choose you and not go back to him. But then whenever he comes back, you forget to choose you and then you go to him. Do
And
you
this is why
understand that part?
I respect you so much. Yes,
So
yes.
you are not weak. Never tell yourself you were weak, huh? Uh-uh.
I mean, sometimes we have these doubts, but it's very much true. Like, very, yeah.
Yeah, so now you know next round you're choosing yourself, not him.
For a fact. Let that nigga. Anyways, yeah. Next
And when
person.
they see you doing good, that's when they come to ruin
Exactly.
you.
That's what I was saying. Like, because that was like, for like, as from, I don't want to keep talking about my life, but I feel like I have to get it out. Like, since my son was 1 year old, I've always worked a full time job. I was studying, and then I've had to pause in between because I can't work full time, pay all these things. And then I've always had that, and he never did. And he's even like admitted to me, he was like, I never really checked up on you because like you were good. I barely even had a job, and I felt like you were good. You work in a full-time job and all these extra things. And even like right now, I can, no offense, I can, if right now, if I want to go to Bali, I can afford to go to Bali, where, no offense, he can't. And that even gives me, no offense, that gives me pleasure, because I'm like, ha, I'm the baby mama and I'm the one who's got your child, and you're a single man. You can barely even go to Melbourne. You can barely go to this.
Don't do that.
Where
Don't
I
do that on
can.
him.
Huh? I'm not putting on him, but I'm just saying like it's like he always put me down, and now it's like I'm in a positive state.
And that's why he comes back to ruin you, because he's got his
Yeah,
eye on
and
you
I'm
on
not
those
allowing him to
cases.
have that power anymore, is what I'm saying.
Mm.
Sorry, I gave too much information, but yeah, that's what I'm getting to. It's like I can do so much more now, and I'm not giving him the power of like before. I used to break down so much to the point like my life would just crumble. Like I would go off like 6 days without work because I'm so emotional, so anxious, and all these things. Where now it's just like I'm so much stronger. I can do so much. Even being a single parent, I can do so much compared to a person who is single and can afford, you know, yeah. Anyways, yeah, sorry. I'm happy.
The soul tie, by the way.
I don't know how to do that. We discussed that, but I don't know how to do it. So I don't know if I feel like it's broken because I don't have the urges to call him. I don't have like, I don't know. I feel like it
Because you haven't
might
seen him.
that too. Think I'm so, you're too wise. Oh my god.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
kept telling you, you have similar situation to me.
yeah, that's very true. But I don't know how to do it because I Googled it 2 years ago, and it said to like it's not it's not witchcraft, but it was like buy the thing you were saying, buy two white candles, get a rope, write a letter to the person, write a letter to the person like why, like how they've hurt you and why you want to break the tie. Put the two candles, so the candle's him, the candle's me, and then put the rope between the two candles, so rope it around, write the letter, put it on his side of the candle, and then read that letter out as well. So I had the letter written on the paper, put on the candle, and then I had it on my phone, so I was reading it out while it was burnt. But I feel like nothing really happened. But to be honest, with the grace of God, and maybe because I haven't seen him, and that's good. And the fact that I live further is much greater. But I don't know how to break it because I don't know who's true, who's a spiritual person, who's really not. And like, with Google, everybody's being fake. Everybody, I don't know who's who. So I don't know.
I guess I'll DM you on that one then, because everyone has different ways of like breaking their soul ties.
But like thickums, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so bad with instructions in general, cooking instructions, especially spiritual instruct. I want somebody to do it for me, and I want somebody who's
Okay, we'll ask Miss Joy, JW. Have you guys ever tried to cut or break spiritual ties? And if
What's
so,
that?
how? Hmm?
What's that?
Ah,
What
I
soul
is
mean,
ties.
that?
she's young.
Soul
Yeah,
ties.
she's might
Sorry,
be out
I'm
of.
speaking fast.
Soul ties.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
what's
said
that?
what's that? She doesn't know.
Ooh.
Okay, that's good.
Oh.
Really good. No, that's really good.
Is it like similar to love? I've loved before.
No, 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 no. That's
No,
different. No, no, no.
It's
Oh,
what you get when you hook up with someone physically.
But like they leave like an imprint
oh, like you
in
can
you.
still feel them when they're not there.
So, hey,
Sort of. No, like a spiritual imprint.
Yeah, like you can still feel like the way they kissed you, the way they did that, even when they're not there.
Yeah, yes, yeah, still that. Oh my god, Jay left and we too. Emma. Did she say she was going? Oh.
so depending on everybody's aspects, with that sexual intercourse is basically like an energy exchange. You know that part, yeah? And then while that's happening, basically you lose a bit of like a part of your soul and transfer it to that person, and they take a part of their soul and transfer it into you.
And like become one.
Not really, but you have a bit of them energetically. You have and you have like a bit of soul fragment of them, and they have your piece on in them. And then on top of that, so the transfers that happen basically, depending on who's on the positive side, the opposite person would take that positive energy, and then you will end up taking their negative energy, whoever's got the positive and the negative. So that's the exchange that happens. So then you've got the whole, you end up taking their depression, their anger, their lustful ways, their envious ways, basically all those negative spirits. And then they take your positive, like joy, happiness, positivity, optimisticness. They will take it all.
Did you say
Hence to
Joy?
why. Huh? Yes, I said joy. But yeah, that's the scary side of the sexual side. Everybody went silent. Sorry to scare people.
That sounds a little draining though.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we need, oh, I need that spiritual cleanse. And even to dive in deeper with what Mr. Gibbons was saying, for me, I've got a baby daddy, obviously. And what's it called? I have this, hopefully, I'm going to talk it, I'm going to speak it, and hopefully it makes sense at the end. So when I first gave birth, mind you, so I found out early and I was as healthy as I can be. I was like, I used to bleach. I stopped bleaching. I was eating healthy. I was doing all that. And I used to be a vegan, but my pregnancy didn't allow me to because the baby was craving meat. So I really got thickums. Like, I've always been a size 6 and I got thickums, like thickums. My ass was there, my breast was there, everything was there. So that baby was eating well in my stomach. So then so then I had like a early pregnancy and I didn't, anyways, yeah, I had an early pregnancy. And then when I gave birth, obviously I was young. I was literally 21. So I still did not wrap my head around the concept of everything. So the baby came out, but then I still was pushing and I was like, oh my God, what's that coming out? And then the placenta came out. And then obviously once everything calmed down, my mom was there, my best friend was there, her mom was there, everybody was there. This lady, Caucasian, I don't know if she opened up the placenta or what she did with the placenta. She looked at the placenta and she's like, mind you, like everybody's just calm and admiring the baby. She's like, by the way, are you a smoker? And I was like, no, I've never smoked. And she's like, oh, you've got the placenta of a severe smoker. And then I was like, I never smoked. And then my mom was looking at me and I was like, I don't smoke. Like, what? And she's like, yeah, it's like your placenta looks like a person who's severely been smoking. And then I don't know how to explain it because I'm like, I don't smoke. My mom's looking at me crazy. She's looking at me crazy. I was like, I don't smoke. So then I don't know if my mom let go of it, and then, but for me, it was lingering in my mind for a long time because I was like, do you know what? Like when it's not you and people like are saying it's you, like you harvest it in your brain, you harvest it in your body. So I was like, but I don't smoke. Like, why would she say that? I don't smoke. And then so for like a good 2-3 years, I found out that it's the father that, so his genes is the one that carries the placenta. So everything that he's going through in his body will determine the placenta. And his dad smokes a lot of shisha, like a heavy. At the time, he stopped now, but a heavy, like morning, breakfast, lunch, dinner, like shisha on, like on the go. And I was like, that makes sense. And it's a scientific fact because I'm like, there's no way I smoke. There's like, I've tried cigarettes, but there's no way I've like smoked in my pregnancy ever. And she's like, nah, you've got a placenta of a smoking woman. I was like, but I don't smoke. So it's from him. We found out. Oh, well, according to science.
That's wild. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. These things are just.
you need to break that soul tie, or you'll continue to think about them,
But I
dream
don't.
about them, feel them.
Oh no! Do you know the person
Miss
I?
Joy, what did you say? Sorry.
I think it was me speaking. I was saying,
No,
oh,
I didn't say anything. Yeah, go ahead.
you know, in the conversation we had before when I said, oh, like I dream about my ex, about a different ex. I've never in my entire life, no offense to my baby daddy if he's what, I've never ever dreamt about him ever in my life. It's my first ex, the one that was my best friend.
You've never thought of him?
Who, my baby daddy?
Mm.
No, I think about him, but I've never dreamt of him.
Yeah, you're
Don't
happy
have
then.
those dreams where you just feel him.
I feel
Mm-hmm.
somebody else.
Like it's just too much.
Oh, that's a lie. Yeah. Oh my god. Let me pause. Yeah. But if I had the choice of going to my baby daddy or my
I had the
ex,
wildest dream.
hmm?
Mm?
Thickums, what do you say?
Did I hear baby daddy and ex at this in the same sentence?
Oh,
Did
I
I
was
hear
saying,
baby daddy and ex in the same sentence?
yes, I was saying if I was to ever choose my baby daddy or like my last ex, like my first ex, I would rather choose my first ex. That's who I'd be dreaming about. That's who I'd be talking about in these lives.
You need to break that soul tie too.
Yeah, that's that's one. That's the biggest one because it's like I don't know. That's was it. I don't know if you was it last week or the week before when I was describing to you and 888. That's who I was talking about. Like he
It
was
was
my
just
best
this
friend.
week.
Was it this week? Oh my god! It's only been Monday. It's only Friday. Yeah, that's who I was talking about. Like he like my first ever like proper sexual encounter. Like best friend, boyfriend, everything. Like we were just like I could be myself, I could be weird, I could be anxious, and he just knew me, like was just on it. Like he would like if he saw me shaking or anything, he would like take charge. If he I don't know, he was just like yeah, I feel like he would I feel like he's still my soulmate, but yeah. One day, what are they called? Star-crossed lovers. I feel like in another life we would be so much better. Like I've never felt love like that in my life ever. And even though we're not together, like I still continue to feel his love. Is I don't know. It sounds crazy, but I honestly, it's yeah. And it's been 8 years now.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and I still feel strong. And we still like sometimes around him call him and like yeah, like it's I don't know. I don't know. I think this soul tie I want to break, but break the soul tie with my baby daddy. Oh my god.
There's a lot of ways to break it. So I'll try to see if I can find the most effective one for you guys.
Yeah.
But it all depends with your mental, though, guys.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why like I like with my child's father, I've honestly let go. Like maybe if we were to be in the same place, maybe it could be different. But like for me personally, I maybe when we first started dating, I've dreamt about him, but I've honestly never dreamt about him compared to this person that we haven't been together for the past 8 years, and I still to this day dream about him. And like I still continue to think about him. I still continue to keep in communication with him, and like when we speak, it's the same tone, the same mannerism that when we were like 17, 18. You know, I don't know. Is that crazy? Even JW is quiet. My days, guys.
I think JW fell asleep. But Miss Joy,
This was very therapeutic. That's all I can say.
Thank you, ladies, for this talk. I created a creature based on our conversation.
He's
Did
been
you?
listening.
oh no, what is this? Why does it
What?
look like a Yeti?
Why? That's
It looks like
A
a
little bit,
Yeti.
it's like animalistic, but it looks, I got a little bit of a baboon. And then he's got muscles because there's lust. And
I
then
think
he's a fighter. He wants to cut away. He has a patch. Yes, he's a fighter. He has the weapons.
It's the son of
He
the
wants
demon.
to, he wants you, he's walking away, but he wants you to follow him. So he
he's
doesn't wear shoes. He doesn't wear shoes, so there's footprints. Perfect. I don't know what I'll
well,
name
we
him.
can see
Thank you
his
guys.
toes. That's the problem. We can see his toes.
No,
That's an
because the toes are to
that
leave footprints. The
you
toes
know
are to
we
leave
that's an ick.
footprints.
That's an
Huh?
ick. I said
Huh?
we can see the man's toes. We don't want to see man's toes. That's an ick.
No, no, but this is for him, so he can when he walks, there's footprints, so you can follow the footprints.
So
Son
then
of
can
the
I
demon.
if it's so big, can I step on his foot and he can just carry me?
Yes. See?
No, wrong answer. Wrong answer. He should not be able to carry me like that.
Hey, just
That's
wait.
a
Who
big
knows,
answer.
guys? If this becomes a cartoon character, and I can make some money, I'll cut you guys in, no problem.
I thought you were honestly developing like some sort of like a Amazonian woman. Like you said, oh, this was
No,
inspired.
it's a man. He's a man. Look, he's got a beard,
But why
y'all.
is he not Amazonian? Why is she? Why is he not a she?
It's not a shit. You guys don't swing that way, right?
We're women.
That's the son of the demon.
Inspiration. You said inspiration of us. So we're women.
No, no. This is inspiration of the person you have lust for, not you.
Mm-mm.
Oh. Mm.
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 Ah. Ah.
No. He is tall.
That's wild.
He almost 2 meters.
I think I'll do this more often. Thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna draw when you guys are talking. It's perfect.
You know what? I think we need 5% or 10%.
Let's see if it makes any money, or else people will say like, "What the hell is this?"
Okay, from that FT or NFT?
Worst case scenario, this is a failed relationship.
It has been a
Thanks
fail.
for allowing us to just talk
Oh,
gibberish.
it's been a fail.
Huh? I could
I said,
never come up like this.
of
Come
course,
on.
it's been a failed relationship, but if it's gonna succeed, I might as well get an NFT.
What happened? No, it's not going to be NFT. I'm going to use it for cartoons. NFTs were kind of leaving them alone for now because of the thing. See, he used to have a shirt. He was a man you'd had to dream of, but all that ripped off. And look at his eyes. He's angry, but guess what?
Wow.
He's thinking. Without it looks innocent until you move the eyebrows. Innocent. Yeah,
Eyebrows.
yeah. I made
I
eyebrows,
actually like this image because,
but you don't
guys,
like the
it's
story
like
behind
this,
it.
yeah? Imagine if you couldn't actually see the physicalness.
Ah,
What? When
Imagine
I
if you couldn't actually see the guy, like his physical features.
oh,
yeah, when
Mm.
Julian was doing the whiskers, I was paying attention when he was doing the whiskers. I assumed it was gonna be like a
it's not
what's it
whiskers.
called?
That's just the hair on his mouth. It's supposed to be like a
Oh
beard.
well, that thing you're doing. I was like, yes, that's a woman gorilla. I said, yeah, because look,
No,
you made it like thick eyelashes or thick thingy.
no,
I was like,
the eyelids, but this is the mouth, not the eyes.
this no go up. Oh yeah, okay.
You thought I was gonna draw eyelids. Hey, I like Tarzan. I don't like baboons. Mm.
Who's Tarzan's mother?
I forget. That's true.
She's
It was
she's
a
a woman, and
Carla.
she's an ape. She's an ape, and she's a woman. So give her respect.
She has to be. Everything comes from a woman, right?
Uh-huh. So why are there no women here?
That feminist energy live. Jing came and she got a little bit out there, and she expressed a lot of feminine energy. It's impressive.
In hopes of no men, though.
Yeah.
But I too got a lot of advice.
Mm. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let me just make some shading and make a background, and I might use. You might be a wallpaper. Y'all, excuse me. I gotta put this up. Finish this up. Let's see. I need to make some shading. This is just a fun.
Thickums.
Yeah. Also, Ali, I did notice that you guys were talking for a while, and thinking this came, and it looked like you guys could get no intelligence. It was so funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let Thickums cook because I'm like, we've been telling this girl
It's like you guys say, you're
maybe
asking him where did you put the timer? Where's the timer? Where is this the tradition? And then he came. It's across the street. It's in
he
the
felt
PO box under the code
uh-huh. In the
and the code,
mailbox.
and you cut the green wire before the yellow wire. And you guys
Uh,
say it's so
you
funny.
felt it, yeah?
Yeah, I felt it. I
No.
laughed. I didn't
Yeah, I
want to
think
say
too much.
anything. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't talk to Jay too much. I didn't want her to catch feelings. But
And
yeah,
like I respect it because you said something earlier, and I was like, no, I don't. But then I'm like, oh, actually, kind of at the back of my mind because you were telling was it Barack or Garang something about like making you guys were telling me to make a TikTok, and then you're like, oh, don't worry, just tell B to tell her,
make a Twitter. Make a
listen.
Twitter. Make a
Yeah,
Twitter.
make a Twitter, sorry. Tell
Yeah,
B to tell her, and she will listen because she's not gonna listen when it comes from a man. And I was like,
yeah,
no, no. But I'm like, actually,
yeah.
yeah,
You saw that stuff.
right. You know
If
right. If
I,
B was to tell me, sis, yeah, come on, make a TikTok. I'm like, oh yeah, say less, sis. No offense.
yeah, true.
But and it's the same way with obviously I don't want it's not negative, but with Miss Joyo, I mean, we gave her all the advice that we could, but it's because she doesn't know us, she can't really receive it. But because it's from somebody that she knows, asking her the right question, she's able to answer within herself, even though that things were already
No.
explained. Yeah.
She could receive
Think
your
I'm not.
answers.
Think
No, she
it's not.
received it, but she's not gonna receive it the way like you've asked her, because obviously these things already came up. But the way you're asking her, she was more responsive and more alert. If you can hear her voice, she was more alert to it and more
Hey,
energetic. Uh,
Ali, it's cute. Think I'm trying to make you all feel better. It's crazy.
girl,
No, but
don't worry. Yeah.
no, but you
Very
like
happy
to
stuff. No,
like
no,
to
no,
instigate
seriously,
things.
and it's
No,
even
but
with myself too.
but Ali can handle the truth. That's why I said that's what I saw.
Yeah, no, I mean I don't get offensive because Thickens be telling me things, and I'm like, yeah, that nigga told me about. Yeah, that's true. But no, no, seriously, like it's yeah, and that's why I respect you, Thickens, because like you're just so calm and like you just ask questions and you allow the people to just answer their own question, like answer, and then it's like they find their own answer within like the question they're asking them compared to like us or I'm not even saying us, let's say me. if somebody comes to me like, look, I'm having, baby daddy drama issues, I'm like, look, don't do it, from my perspective, blah blah blah, blah. And I'll just bombard them with information, bombard them with my own experience, compared to like listening to them, which is what I find you do. You listen, and you're like, okay, so you're saying, wild example. Oh, so you're saying you like the color pink, but you don't want to express it to your friends. And then they'll say, oh, yes, no, yeah, I don't want to express to my friends because like I'm embarrassed. Okay. Just like therapist. And like, mind you, imagine I actually did psychology for a year. And these are the things that we were trying to do. Oh, okay. So you feel embarrassed because you don't want to discuss color pink. Okay, can we discuss? Oh, are you comfortable asking? Or are you comfortable telling us why, or me, why you don't like the color pink? No, no, it's not that I don't like the color pink. It's just like I like it with this certain type of people, but like with this type of friendship, I don't like. I would rather do blue. Oh, okay, so what does blue mean to you? So, and I feel like that's what thinking does, and it's like very calming. And I, one day I'm gonna do it, but that's what I want to practice doing. That's what I envision myself as well. Thickums, like being that type of person. That's why I study
Yeah.
psychology. But sometimes you get ahead of yourself, and you're like, girl.
Okay.
I don't know. It's more to do with so when I listen to people, then I take what they said and what's the word?
Amplify it.
Push it back to them.
Yeah, like you
Okay.
ask them. Like if I say I like the color pink, you say, oh, why do you like the color pink?
Or is it the pink that likes you? Hmm. Hmm.
Now that's a statement.
See, but then you end up sitting there and you end up using your brain.
Hmm. Yeah, so you allow people to like you question people. It's honestly that's the same method they use in life psychology. Like obviously I'm not haven't finished and I wasn't there for 2 3 years, but like our first year was the same method you're using, whether you know it or not. The same method that you use is what we were taught, and the one rule is never tell a person how they're feeling. And like even with like early childhood education, like you never tell a parent like if they're parenting wrong or if they're doing something wrong. Like with therapy or psychology, you don't tell anybody if they're doing something wrong. Like I say with the color pink, I can come to you. I'm your psychologist, and a girl can come to me and be like, "Oh my god, my friends have a problem with me liking the color pink. I like the color pink so much." And what I've been doing here in TikTok is like, why do I like you shouldn't like the color pink because I used to like color pink at the same time, and like JW used to like a pink at one time, and this like used to like pink at one time.